Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you here, and I apologize for the close-up of me. We're down a camera, so operating this one off the laptop. I know nobody wants to look at this that close, but I tell you what, we are into volleyball season, no doubt about it. August 1st, the camps open, and as you're watching this interview, it's pre-recorded, but as you're watching this interview, I am here with two members of the Viera Hawks volleyball team. And this year, the expectations for the Viera Hawks volleyball team, through the roof. They should have an outstanding team. And when these young ladies walk through the door, I just couldn't believe how much from one year to the next. One of these young ladies listed at 6 foot. She seems a little taller than 6 foot coming through the door. And I can tell you, they are going to be magnificent this year. Please help me welcome here to the set for the first time. I have, I want to make sure, Sydney Williams, senior Sydney Williams, and junior Mallory Merz. Ladies, how are you?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Do me a favor, lean into those mics just a little bit. All right. Before we start, let's go back to last year, because last year there was a lot of first in Viera volleyball program history.
Good.
Final Four, first FHSAA state tournament win. But you could see it coming for the last couple of years. You could see previous senior classes maybe passing down some leadership. But you could see last year that this team wasn't going to let those playoff wins slip away. Recap last year for me. Tell me what last year meant to this program. Anybody can take that question.
Well, I think that we definitely sat down at the beginning of the season and talked about what we expected of each other. And we held that expectation the entire season.
And, I mean, throughout the year, we just had a great group of girls that we were able to just form a really strong connection with each other, which helped, us build, that let us go as far as we could because of how close we all were.
You know, I thought, too, with you ladies had an unbelievable diverse lineup. And what I mean by that is you had probably in the county as diverse of a line. You had big hitters, great defenders, fantastic. It was, you had somebody at all three levels that were just outstanding. And having that last year was, to me, the big key for you. What clicked in the playoffs? What was it in the playoffs where you just were unbeatable until you reached that Final 4 point?
I think after we won districts, we just knew, we just couldn't stop. We just kept playing, executed well.
You in that Final 4 match, look, that was a hard match. That was a very good team that you went up against. Sydney, this team does so well at the net. Talk about this team's net play and the big hitters, and just how important that is to this team's game.
Well, I know Coach Sarah focuses a lot on blocking.
Yeah.
And so we do a lot of training for that. And we run a really fast tempo with our sets. So we're able to get better in practice and push ourselves and become very strong and not really comparable to these other teams in Brevard that way.
Right, yeah, no doubt about it. Like I said, you can watch, and when you watch, for example, our defensive player of the year last year came from Viera, and she, Hannah Bradford, I believe it was, and Hannah was unbelievable back there, digging, and it was really fun to watch her play. Now, Mallory, I got to ask, you're going to be a junior this year. You've played with your sister a lot. She's graduated. Is it weird to go back into that gym without Kelly on the floor?
It is really weird. I've played, both my years at Viera have been with my sister, so it's definitely going to be a change this year, but she's helped me become a better player overall. She's helped me in the gym, off the court. She's like my best friend, so... But she's continuing her volleyball at Florida Tech, and I'll watch her. She'll come and watch our Viera games, so we're still going to support each other through all of that.
So she's close. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. And look, Florida Tech has a lot of local players. I believe a couple from Merritt Island, whatever. You had
Delaney Law.
Thank you. Thank you. You've saved me. Delaney Lott from a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I mean, you want to go watch these young ladies, women play volleyball in college, Florida Tech is where you need to be at. Okay. All of that said leads to this year. I feel like that people are expecting big things from this program this year. You know, you get a lot of people back this season. Talk about what you all have been doing during the off season to get ready for this year.
Well,
Do me one favor. I'm sorry. I'll cut this out. Pull that microphone closer. Yep. There you go. Yep. Okay. So go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Tell me what you ladies have been doing to prepare for the upcoming season.
So a lot of us play club, and we've been playing over the summer. So our workouts haven't been, let's say we haven't had a lot of workouts, but the workouts that we have been doing with Viera and training for this upcoming season have been extremely intense.
I thought I was looking at your shirt there to see if it said one of your club teams. Who do you play club volleyball for?
We play for Cape Coast.
Okay, so you play for, who do you play for? What coaches do you play for on Cape Coast?
We just finished our season with Mitch Jacobs.
Okay, there you go. All right, so Coach Mitch, man, you want to talk about a guy that knows volleyball, right? Coach Mitch is just one of the best. All right, how'd you ladies do this year? You travel all over the country.
Yeah.
Talk about your summer with Cape Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. We had a very strong team. I was able to run the offense fast with the group of girls that I had, and we did.
Who else is on that team?
We have Mac.
Yeah, Matt Carter,
Sophia
Jones,
Zora. She goes to Zora
Heritage.
Heritage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I knew you were
Mariah
talking.
Collins.
Okay.
Holy Trinity. We have a girl from Orlando.
Okay.
Eva,
Claire Pavic,
Wow, this is an
Astronaut.
all-star team.
and a few Merritt
Maddie
girls,
Johnson,
Maddie,
Riley
Riley,
Loggins, Heather.
This is probably one of the best teams ever put on a court in Brevard. My goodness gracious. I actually saw you ladies play. I can't remember which tournament it was. It was early in the season.
I do remember that.
You remember that? Because I actually did a little of the broadcasting.
Yeah.
I was like, jumped in on Laureen Jones's feed
right.
there. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun to do that. We are here with Sydney Williams and Mallory Merz from the Viera Hawks volleyball team. And, okay, so the expectations are there this season. You've had a hard club year, a successful club season. There is just one obstacle, it seems, in terms of county every year. How do you beat Merritt Island this year?
I think that Merritt Island is a great team. They always have been. But it's just, the energy in the gym every time we play them.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
There's only one other, of course I broadcast those, but there's only one football game that's comparable to the energy in the gym when you two play. And that's Cocoa and Rockledge in the Barbecue Bowl. That's your sport. I'm telling you, it's amazing the energy in the gym for that. And even when you play teams like Satellite, and it's incredible how people are packing the gyms. But you were saying about, Merritt Island.
Again, they're a great team. We have a lot of respect for them. And I just think we overall have to just execute better than them.
I think that's well said. And I think, look, it's a fight every year. And I think it'll be another fight again this year. Although I'll say this, Merritt Island loses 6 seniors from 6 very, very important seniors from last year's team, including the BSN Volleyball Player of the Year. So, it'll be interesting. It's definitely going to be an interesting year in volleyball. Okay, who on your team this year, can we expect, to see back that will stand out with you ladies as well? Talk about some of your teammates.
Well, we definitely...
Matt Carter.
Yep, Matt Carter.
Matt Carter,
We'll see
right?
her again,
We have
yes.
How cool was it to know that Mac was coming back? When she left and then came back, I was happy for you ladies. I can only imagine how you felt about it. How happy were you?
I remember Coach brought us into the wrestling room and sat us all down and had the conversation that she was leaving, and all of us broke down in tears,
Aw.
heartbroken that she's just such a great person and player. So to find out she was coming back was just, I think we were all just so excited.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I was like, really? When somebody texted me, they're like, Matt Carter's coming back. I was like, yes, because it's better for volleyball in the area when all of you ladies, all of these teams are good. People want to watch it and play it, and I think, I was happy like you ladies were. Tell me about Coach Wayne. I always like interviewing Coach Wayne. She's a great interview, a very technical interview, I would say. But, went to Kentucky. She was outstanding Division I volleyball player. I remember how happy she was a couple of years when Kentucky won the national championship. Talk about playing for Coach Wayne.
I mean, she's such a great coach just to technical wise and everything, but it's also just really cool that we're all able to have a friendship type of relationship with her off the court, and she's kind of just like a motherly figure to all of us.
That's cool. Yeah.
I would definitely say she's almost like having another teammate out there that pushes you more, and she's willing to do it with us.
That was my next question. Yeah. She strikes me as still very competitive.
Oh yeah.
In terms of when you're practicing, does she get out there and play? Yeah. I'll bet she does. Yeah. What is she really good at?
She always wants to play libero. She always jumps in the back row and is diving everywhere. But pretty sure she was an outside.
Outside hitter, yeah. I think she still holds the record at Kentucky for a number of kills in a match.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Coach Wayne is the only volleyball coach in the history of Viera Hawks volleyball. And there's nobody else in the county that can say that. So that's pretty awesome. All right, ladies, I want to obviously, if the goal last year was to win a playoff game and you exceeded that to reach the Final Four, where do you realistically set your goals this year?
I think we just proved that we could get there. We could be on the court. We proved that we have enough power to make a presence there. And this year, I think that we have the ability to win it. So.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, I think that we have the potential to do the same thing, if not go farther. And that's the hope.
I agree. I totally agree. And I think, I'll say this. I think the only team that can beat you guys this year is you. I think you're the only ones that can beat yourselves this year. And I don't see that happening. I don't see you ladies, obviously every team goes through a stretch where things aren't going quite right, or things aren't this, or things aren't that. But I don't see you ladies making mistakes, and I see this as a family that wants to go out there and wants to win consistently and put this program on the map at a state level this year. Now, whether that's a state championship, we'll all find out. But I think you certainly have the capabilities to get that far. All right, ladies, let's find out a little bit about you. I know about your team. I know about your coach. I want to know a little bit about you. We have to start with the seniors. So we'll start with the seniors. Sydney, I know you got to be pumped for your senior year. Out of all the senior stuff that's coming up this year, what are you looking forward to the most?
That's a great question. There's so many things that come with being a senior. Just finally being in that role to lead everybody and having that voice that is going to be heard.
Gotcha. You're talking about you're talking about on the floor. How about off the floor? All the things you get to do as a senior this year. Have you paid your parking spot?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I have some ideas though.
Okay, all right. So you get to do that. Graduation, prom, all of that stuff coming up. What are you looking for? Prom dress shopping, all the cool stuff that goes on with being a senior. I have one child. She's grown now. She's 25 years old, but I remember doing all those things with her as a senior. So, what are you looking forward to the most?
I would say probably graduation.
Yeah.
And that whole experience. I just committed to a school in Maine.
Please tell us about this. Yay! Congratulations. Yeah.
So I'll be leaving right after graduation to go to boot camp up there.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Maine Maritime Academy.
There you go. Okay, congratulations. Yeah. And will you be playing volleyball?
Yes, I'm playing volleyball.
Fantastic.
doing the National Guard.
Good.
So
Well, now I have to ask, where do you have the love for the water there, and because that's what that is.
right. Well, it's called International Business Logistics. So
Okay.
It's kind of separate from in the water.
I got
and the
you.
Boats, but definitely transportation and logistics like that. I'm really interested.
And that fascinates you. Well, good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is awesome. How good does it feel to have your commitment out of the way before? I mean, because I always feel like it's a distraction for seniors. And look, a lot of seniors can't help it because, their commitments come as they get better during their senior year. But it's got to feel good to have this all out of the way, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, I'm sure it
definitely.
does. Absolutely. And Mal, and what do you do for fun? How do you relax?
Well, this summer's been crazy busy.
Yeah.
I've been working as a lifeguard. But
Okay.
I do work with two of my best friends, so we tend to
Have fun.
have fun at work. Yeah.
Having fun, saving lives, right? That's what it's all about, right there. Where are you a lifeguard?
The Melbourne pools.
Okay.
We have, like 3 different locations.
That's a big community
Yeah.
of pools. Yeah. Wow. How many times this summer did you say, stop running? I always used to get yelled at as a kid. Stop running, Alan. How about you, Mallory? You play any other sports?
I do not.
Okay. Volleyball is a full-time sport. It really
It
is.
is.
What do you do for fun?
Just hanging out with my friends. I like to hang out with a lot of my teammates. I mean, off the court, just to
Sure.
build a stronger connection. And
You ladies travel a lot together,
we do.
so you're very close-knit. Obviously, it's not always wine and roses, so to speak. I mean, look, we all have our differences at times. I get that. But 99% of the time, this volleyball teams are big-time families. So I got to ask a couple questions. I got to know the ins and outs of this. Just on the Viera Hawks, who's the mom of the team? Like, who would be the one where coach is talking and somebody's in the back row whispering and a voice will speak up and say, guys, be quiet, coach is talking? Who is that? Is there somebody on the team like that? That's not a bad thing.
I think it might be me.
I was gonna say, it's definitely Sydney.
I think I'm like.
That's what I was going to say. It's definitely Sid.
Look, it's you when you're the one in the room when you don't say anything and then you say, yeah, I think it's me.
Yeah.
Who's the one in the room that takes the longest to prepare to go on the court?
Ooh.
I would say you.
I think, yeah,
You?
I don't know. I have to do a lot to prepare.
No, there you go. Right. Because you get tape and things like
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, probably me.
All right. Okay. So you're the mom and you're the one that takes the longest to get ready. Who is the girl on the team that is? You look at her and go, I can't believe how small you are for as much as you eat.
I would say it's going to be our defenders.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are coming up from JV. new
Got you.
players, So we definitely have to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Right.
more, but I don't know who eats the most.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's
Yeah.
because there's always that one on a team where you look at them and go, I know when I played hockey, we had the smallest guy, and he would if somebody got 3 burgers and they only ate 2, or 2 fries and he only ate 1, he's like, can I have that? Can I have that? And the guy never grew.
Yeah.
And we were like, dude, where
Right.
do you put this food? That's crazy. What are you looking forward to the most this season? Go ahead, Mallory. You can have that one first.
Just being able to see how far we can go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to to build a stronger connection with everyone, and just to see what we're capable of.
How about you? You want to play volleyball in college?
I do.
There's no doubt. Do you have any, and you don't have to tell us yet because I know recruiting can be a funny thing sometimes, but do you have some schools in mind? You kind of
I
get
do.
your eye? Okay, good. All right. What are you looking forward to most this year, Sydney?
I think just continuing to build that standard, that atmosphere
Mhm.
of how we train, and kind of get the younger girls on board that way. Because I'm a senior, I'm leaving next year, and I definitely want Viera to still have that standard when I'm gone.
Yeah.
So teaching them the way we run things, how we hold each other accountable, how we make each other better, just really leaving a mark before I leave.
A legacy.
Yeah.
You want to leave a legacy, and I think That's extremely important. I think that's well said. And I don't hear that answer a lot, by the way. A lot of times I'll hear, we want to go win a state championship, we want to do this. But I always think it's important to leave your mark on a program. Ladies, is there anything that we left out that we need to mention about your team this year or about you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You had great questions.
Yeah.
Well,
and
thank
covered
you.
a lot of it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Final question for each of you. And you can't say the same thing. Now I want you to look into the camera and tell everybody one thing that we can expect from the Viera Hawks 2022 volleyball team.
Did I go first?
No, you can.
You go ahead.
Could you ask the question one more time, please?
Here, I'll rephrase it a little differently. Look into the camera. If you could describe your team in one word or two words, how would you describe the 2022 Viera Hawks right now going into camp?
Like shocking, shock factor.
Shock factor. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. You're going to shock the world this year, are you?
Right.
Okay. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch Viera Hawks get on the court this year. And we're going to be doing quite a few Viera games this year, and very excited about it. So, ladies, thank you so much for coming by the studio here today. We love having you. We love covering Viera volleyball. And again, good luck on the upcoming season.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, for Mallory Merz and Sydney Williams, the Viera Hawks, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Remember, have a good night, but as always, make it a sports night. We'll see you soon.